in actual fact, it's a long story. When I came back from England, quite some time ago, after studies, I decided to get involved in hospital and curative medicine, which I did for a while in government service. Then I put up Navaloka Hospital. Through that also, I practiced the medicine that I learned and I specialized on. Then after a while, I left the hospital and settled down in Gampaha. Then I realized if I were to contribute to my motherland in a worthwhile manner, best way is to get involved in education and sports for the children. That's my first thought. I thought that I can do a good service to my motherland by improving the quality of the children, and for which you need education and sports. With this idea in mind, I started Visakha International Preschool for the little kids, toddlers, followed by Sumedha Primary School, grade 1 to 5. After a while, started Sumedha Secondary School for the more mature children, for them to be taught up to advanced level, the local subject in English medium. And my dream was a success in every aspect. I started with 7 children. Ultimately, I ended up with nearly 5,000 children. I was very happy and I was running the school well. Up to the time, the PASCO disaster came in. With PASCO, the country went down in many ways. Internationally, people were condemning the country. Adding to the agony, PASCO was followed by Gotabaya's crisis, where Gotabaya, as the president, messed up the administration, messed up the financial management. Ultimately, we became bankrupt. We became the almost poorest country in the world. Then I was very depressed, because here we did everything for the betterment of the country, to get the children to a higher pedestal, to improve the motherland by teaching the children in local universities and helping in every aspect to improve the country. Suddenly, so-called politicians made a mess out of it, and we went down the hill like a rocket, became the most poor country. Then the economists, the educationists and other top administration said, look, country is down the hill financially, education-wise, in every aspect. It will take over 50 years to recover. Then we were wondering what to do. Here we have over 5,000 children involved in local education, in English medium. They go to the universities here. But everybody says, no point teaching them like this, because when they come out of the universities, they won't have the jobs. They won't have the necessary income. The salaries will be poor. Then we didn't know what to do. We had to take a reverse turn. We never expected to have international education under our roofs, because we are so much of patriotic people. My board of directors are the same. And all of us wanted to concentrate on local things, not international education. But we didn't have a choice. After the COVID, after the Gotabaya disaster, after the PASCO, country went down the hill, and we knew our children are not going to have a future. What to do? Then we decided, let's go for international education. Then we were stuck between the devil and the deep blue sea, because we value the local standards. We value our ancestral way of life. We value our religion, our motherland, our mother tongue. But we really, while taking all these standards into account, we also had a responsibility by the children to preserve these values. If we stuck to the local education, they wouldn't have had a future. Then we thought, no, we are going for international, for the sake of children. Let them study the international subjects, let them sit for the international exams and do well, and let them then go out, learn more, and come back and improve our country. So we took this reverse turn. While continuing the local education in Sumedha College, in parallel to Sumedha College, we started SUNICO, Sumedha Noble International College. There, our medium is English. They are learning to go overseas, but there is a difference between our international school and some of the international schools prevailing in the country. In most of the international schools in Sri Lanka are concentrating on education to get them up and about in language, make them fluent in English and other foreign language, and teach the subjects, but not teaching the values of a standard Sri Lankan. For example, they are not talking about respecting elders. They are not concentrating on introducing or giving the necessary knowledge in their religion, especially Buddhism. Then they are not concentrating, most of the international school, in teaching the mother tongue, in our way of life, in our national ceremonies. They did not give any importance to our values, our religion, our mother tongue, and our way of life, Sri Lankan way of life. They purely concentrated to get the child to sit for international exams, improve their English, get them the best results in international exams, and send them overseas. The difference is, most of the international schools where that kind of a education is geared to produce people to go and work outside, forgetting motherland, forgetting our way of life, won't have a love for the country, won't have a love for the parents. They won't come back to this country. Even in case of some problem in the country, they won't get involved in it, because it is sort of none of their business. They have become global citizens. They just live, eat, live a comfortable life overseas somewhere, forgetting even the parents. Most of those interested children, those who are learning in those so-called international school, where they teach everything to get the children to survive economically and otherwise at the top in their society, without forgetting the Sri Lanka, the motherland. That kind of children won't come back to Sri Lanka, and they won't think of Sri Lanka, not even they listen to the news of Sri Lanka, because they have become part of the globe. But in SUNICO, we have taken a totally different path. We give them the best of international education, best of English, best of computer science. And this is being mixed up with artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, robotics, all these new subjects. But at the same time, they got to observe Panchil every morning if they are Buddhist. They got to observe Sil on Vesak day, on Poson day if they are Buddhist. If they are Christian children, they got to go to church on those particular important days. They got to worship their parents. They got to value our parental, the principles on which we as a race or a tribe survived for thousands and thousands of years. This is the difference. We value our way of life, we make them patriotic, and at the same time, we give them the best of international education. This is what SUNICO is. A product of SUNICO will never forget Sri Lanka. Product of SUNICO will not forget the parents. Product of SUNICO will always cry when there is a crisis in the motherland. They will come and help people. They will siphon money. They will do everything to see their motherland is surviving, improving, and their brothers and sisters in living in Sri Lanka, and the relations and all the others are also having a good life. At the same time, they are enjoying the life in overseas or the international level and learning more, collecting more money, becoming very rich, and will be siphon all that wealth back to Sri Lanka because they love their country, our products, SUNICO products, and they will every moment that they get a chance, get a week or two free, a leave, a vacation, they will run back to motherland. They will take the very next flight and come back to motherland and see their parents, if they are surviving, see their children, see their relations, they will go and meet them. That kind of a quality, that is the quality of children, that is the quality of adults we hope to produce through SUNICO. So this is the difference between SUNICO and most of the international school in our motherland. Now, this is a question asked by many people, and lot of people known to us request for us to convert this to a daytime school. But we have many reasons to have SUNICO in the evening hours. Number one is, this is not a thing done only by us. It's the first evening school in Sri Lanka, fully fledged evening school. But in India, evening schools are very popular. In Europe, it's popular. It's because we make use of the resources available for the daytime school in the evening for another school. Now, for example, if I really give you facts and figures, there are altogether about 5,000 children during daytime in Sumedha. Sumedha premises is about 13 acres. We have best of computer labs, best of labs, best of facilities, the boardrooms like this. But all this is jam-packed with activities during daytime by Sumedha children, Sumedha academic staff, and Sumedha sports and other extracurricular activities. If we were to have SUNICO and those children during daytime, they got to share these facilities. They won't get the best of these things. They are not free to stay because it's jam-packed with the Sumedha children. So, in our way of running the school in the evening, Sumedha college is closed at 1 o'clock. Children are going away. Then 2 o'clock we are starting. Whole premises, 13 acres of the premises, all the facilities here. I think if you can see the facilities, the indoor stadiums, the playgrounds, swimming pool, the boardrooms, you name anything which is necessary for school, it is there. All that is being used by the SUNICO in the evening hours. So, in other words, these two schools, both schools share high quality international facilities. One in the morning and the international school in the evening. That is number one. Number two is, the evening time is a good time to teach. Because daytime, it's very noisy. We are situated near in Gampa town, so much noise around. Railway track is just on the other side. And vehicles are going all over, and it's very noisy. But during evening and the night, it's very calm and quiet. Less noise. Children can concentrate. That is number two. Number three, we are a tropical country. On a hot day, it's really hot. Even though we have air conditioning fans, sometimes the children start sitting by 10 o'clock. Then they can't play in the playground after 1 o'clock. It's a hot sun. And during evening, it's calm and quiet. Temperature is low. They are very comfortable. Then, there is another very important thing. Why this is? For SUNICO children, we give 1.5 hours of sports. Intensive sports. Every child is a sportsman or a sportswoman. That can't be done if the school is in the morning time. We have 30 sports. We have the biggest sports complex in the island. We have 30 sports. We have one of the best indoor stadiums. We have one of the best swimming pools. We have 7 badminton courts. We have squash, basketball, tennis. So, all these facilities are used in full by everybody in the evening hours. Daytime, one thing you got to share with the other children. Second thing, it's very hot. But no problem from 7 in the evening to 8:30. So, in other words, in SUNICO we have nearly about 350 children. All are either sportsmen or sportswomen. All of them, the ruling is, every child must do a sport. Swimming is a life skill. It's compulsory for every child to be a swimmer. These are the rules of the school. Number two, adding to the swimming, in addition to swimming, they go to another sport. So, they are very comfortable, very happy. They are waiting till the book is over at 7 o'clock. Moment the bell is rung, they are running to the playground because they are virtually addicted to the sports. Then, I use the word addicted. Now this is the problem in the society at the moment. Addiction to the bad things. Youngsters are getting addicted to the bad things. Smoking, alcohol, drugs, overeating. Ultimately they become ill. When they become young adults, they get diabetes, heart attacks and all kinds of things. This addiction is prohibited or arrested by having this evening school. How? It's been proved by international research organizations, including UNESCO. Youngsters, especially boys, the late teenage, in their late teenage years, or mature children, especially boys, they get into bad hours in the evening hours of the day. from about 5 o'clock to till about 8 in the evening. Because that's the time they relax. They enjoy life the way that they would like to enjoy. Not what is good for them. What are the way they would like? Either smartphone or computer, bad sites, or bad companionship with bad people. If they are in the house, without the knowledge of the parents, they creep out of the gate and mix up with the bad people, get to this whole country. In our school, by having the evening school, from this time, these hours are being covered. They are within the school premises. There is nothing evil there. There are no cigarettes, no smoking, no alcohol, no drugs. They are enjoying sports and living a comfortable evening. So, automatically the children, those who may get used to addictions, bad addictions, are being pushed back to a better life, giving a quality life, because they are unable to go and mix up with the bad people, bad company, bad society in the particular hours of the day. This is very, very important. The present day child cannot be made a very decent child with all good qualities only by giving advice and pushing them to their religions. Religions will help them to a certain extent, but not like good old days. They are critical thinkers. Everything they argue. So their faith on the religion is not as strong as what you and I had. They argue. Can this happen? Can there be a God? Can there be a nirvana? Can there be a rebirth? They argue. So, during the course of these arguments, they lose all that rigid bond with the religion. But if they become a sportsman or a sportswoman, simply because, for the mere fact that they like to win and play the game well, they look after themselves. How do they look after? They know if they smoke, they can't play. If they have alcohol, they can't play. If they overeat, they can't play. If they get drugs, they can't play. So, automatically, because of their love and the addiction to the sport, they get into a frame where there is no bad things. Then they get into a good company. The sportsman, sportswomen always associate a person who likes sports. That means good people. Your child, if your child is a sportsman or a sportswoman, they become friendly with another person who is doing sports. She or she is also like her. She also wants to win. She loves his body. She wants to be healthy. Then she avoids unnecessary food. She won't put on weight. She knows if they become obese, they can't play, they can't win. So they are very careful about all these things. They are very careful of the food. They eat, they always weigh themselves and see whether they are within the range of ideal weight. If they are not in the range of the ideal weight, if they are if you have crossed the line, if you are overweight, they suddenly take every possible measure to cut down the diet and other measures to reduce the weight. Like that. You are put into a beautiful frame where you are being totally out of bad things. So there is a lot of depth to this evening school culture. Some of the parents those who have understood this well, they come and praise us. Couple of days ago, a parent came to me and he said, "Doctor, thank you for starting this school. My son was a mess before he came to SUNICO. In the evening, we are unable to find where he is. He visits his friends. He is up to everything, smoking, alcohol. Then he is in the smartphone all the time. He locks himself in the room. You can't find whether he is not studying or what he is doing. We are unable to. We didn't have a control over them. Then only we came to know about SUNICO. Then we realized someone told us, SUNICO is good. We got child to SUNICO. Then they said, thank you, doctor. Now my son is a totally different person. He comes home after heavy days of sports. That means 7 to 8:30 he has played so much of sports. He is dead tired. He comes, he takes a bath, then he eats well, he is straight to the bed. He does not go anyone. He is not in a smartphone. He have a good night's sleep. Get up in the morning, very fresh. And back to books. So, what the parents told me was, SUNICO put my child, who was well and truly corrupted, to a right path, to control himself. Today, my child is a very studious child. So, like this doctrine or this principle of having the school in the evening has a lot of advantages. Then even for the parents, it's good. They can come and pick the children up in the evening. No problem. They can attend their private things. Everything at home. Because the kids are peacefully studying here in a secure environment. That's what our parents are saying. They are very happy. Parents finish their work, do overtime and do all these things, look after everything, then have a wash and, come in the evening and pick up the children. And the environment is fully lit, well secured, no child can go out. It has everything. It has education and sports and also a mercantile sector. And the mercantile sector has one of the best restaurants. What is the food that they would like to have? Then it has all the facilities, other things, So, they enjoy the life inside without getting involved anywhere. So the parents, those who are intelligent, those who have realized this is the right place, they come to us. And daily, our student population is improving. Therefore, I think we have done the right thing. We are going to stick to this timetable and run the school.